The Prostate Cancer Fight Foundation's been raising money for prostate cancer research in the Kingston hospitals since 2004. What a remarkable long journey. And as members, in addition to raising much-needed funds, you have done a remarkable job in raising awareness about the importance of men undertaking regular prostate exams.
Today, Kingston-Quinte Motorcycle Ride for Dad is presenting a grant of $38,000 to Dr. Katrina Gee from Queen's University in the fight against prostate cancer. 65 men are diagnosed a day, Canadian men, and 11 die from this disease. This event has raised over $1.5 million in Kingston area in support of the local research and awareness to help organizations like the University Hospital Kingston Foundation.
What a lot of people don't understand is that the government doesn't actually support programs like research, like staff education, like equipment. So it's really important for us, and we are so grateful for groups like the Ride for Dad that can actually help raise funds to support research in our programs. And what is really exciting is that the funds that they do raise stay here in Kingston.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Prostate Cancer Fight Foundation and Ride for Dad for doing all of the fundraising work that they do.
Prostate cancer, if it's detected early, it's treatable, that's great. But sometimes what happens is that patients can become resistant to therapy and the therapy no longer works. So that's where I step in. And I'm trying to work on ways in which we can treat those more aggressive forms of prostate cancer that have escaped the first round of treatment or are untreatable, and seeing whether we can get better at that. We rely on this type of funding to provide support for the reagents, the costs of salary sometimes, to keep the research ongoing. This is really important because what it will help do is help the ongoing research continue. And then what happens is we get data, we get good results, we can publish that data, we can let the doctors and the patients and everybody know about what our results are, and then we can start moving the project forward to bigger and better things so that we can get bigger grants from national funding bodies like the CIHR, the Canadian Cancer Research Society, which will provide us with larger grants, which means that we can do more experiments and more different angles and look at all these different things. To take something from what we're doing right now is kind of like a basic research question. How can we make our immune system better recognize prostate cancer cells and kill them? From going from there to actually developing a therapy that can be used in the clinic requires clinical trials, extra care to make sure that it's working properly so that we can take that forward and actually deliver it to people. And to do all of those things costs a lot of money.
If I knew then what I know now, my dad might have lived longer. So I have a personal passion in my heart to help save other men. It's a silent disease, and men don't like to talk about that part. So us women, we need to get them out there and spread the word of early detection saves lives. And hopefully, with all the fundraising money raised, helps, and someday, hopefully, we might even find a cure for it.
I caught mine really early. Now I'm a survivor for, will be 14 years coming up. I got 13 in now. I didn't get prostate cancer till I was 65. But I've had my son, grandsons, and everybody else get tested.
My choices were do nothing, take the treatment, or have the operation and have my prostate removed. Well, I didn't want it. I was 65, I said, I'm okay. My daughters and my granddaughters, the 6 older ones anyway, Papa, you got to stick around for our weddings. They weren't very old then. 14 years ago. But now there is, and I have one granddaughter. I'm married September the 18th, and it's going to be on the farm where I live.
My doctor was not a big, he didn't really agree much with the PSA testing results. You get too many false positives. I insisted, because my numbers were going up, I insisted that I be sent to a urologist who checked me out and said, no, you need a biopsy, and within a month, I was being operated on here in Kingston.
Education and research are integral to the success of the diagnosis and treatment of prostate cancer, and you've been extremely generous in supporting this approach. Your passion to raise funds that enable our clinician scientists, researchers to investigate those exciting what-if questions continues to be what moves us forward in the fight against prostate cancer.
We're continuing to make a difference, and in the future, we can make more of a difference. So that's why I do this, to help people, and it's just the best feeling in the world.